Well, welcome to the video. This is a bike and hike trip up to Geldie Lodge, taken from Limelight, 8-mile cycle up the road there. Not a very easy one I would have had. Quite bumpy, especially when you've got a pannier full of weight. So me and Gav decided to head up to camp there. 2 munros we needed to get done up the back. I'm going to put the name up on the screen of the munros. You'll see it through the video as well. One of them names that you just can't pronounce, or you probably could, but I'll make a complete balls of it anyway, so I'm not going to bother. So yeah, we set off, cycled up there through over the White Bridge, up past the Red House, which is currently being renovated, which you'll see in the video as well. It was gifted to the Mountain Bothy Association by the Lodge Estate, which is very nice. Once it's finished, it's already looking amazing, so once it's finished, it's definitely worth a check out up there. So we went up there and camped. And the idea was that we'd both go up and do the munros, but there was a little incident in the video you'll see. So you'll also notice as well the miles that I speak of. I thought the mileage between the Geldie Lodge to Limelight, that distance is 12 miles, but it turns out it's only 8 miles. So you'll notice me referencing 12 miles multiple times in the video, so obviously you can relate that back to 8 miles, but still it's a long 8 miles. As I say, especially the way a lot of people walk it, but we decided to cycle it just to kind of speed things up a little bit. So it was a really good trip, really enjoyed it. But the munro, the terrain in the munros, it's really boggy. There is a path for a bit, which is nice, but once you leave the path, it becomes really hard underfoot. Everybody spoke to generally around the area was a bit, oh yeah, we won't be coming back. There are that kind of munros where you probably get them done, but you probably wouldn't go back. But anyway, it's good to be back out because I've been off all winter. I've not been doing any hill walking, camping and stuff, so. It's good to be back in the hills, and if you feel that I would like to try and do something like that, then just go and do it. Just go and do it now. Don't think about it. Just go and pack your bags and get out there, and be safe as well. Remember to get all your kit out there as well. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video. I'm going to try and do some more of these YouTube videos and stuff from our journeys. Hopefully there'll be a lot more camps and hikes and stuff. Get some munros ticked off the list. I'm sitting at now, I think 30 I'm sitting at now, so getting there slowly. It's only been 2 years in, so. I'm not in a hurry. I don't expect to complete them all. But yeah, so enjoy the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Well, we made it. When I say we, I mean, well, I'm the only one here. We're up at Geldie Lodge, Glenfeshie, I think is the name of it.
So you can see there's two tents, but there's only one person because Gavin unfortunately seems to have lost his phone, so he's away back. It's a long cycle, and it's a 12-mile cycle here, so he's away back to, well, hopefully find it either at the Red House where he thinks he's dropped it, or back to Limelight, which is yeah, a 24-mile extra cycle there and back. You know what I mean? So yeah. So we're going to be doing, well, we're going to be doing the two munros over the back here. And the name of the munros, okay, right, I'll try my best to pronounce the munros. My Gaelic's terrible, as is probably most people's. I think the first one is Càrn Fhidhleir at 999 metres up. And the second one is An Scarsoch at 1006 metres. So the first one is, I think, over the back there, and the second one is that one there. So you can up that one first, round down, and come back here. So this design here, the way they've got it designed, is so the poles go straight up here. They go straight up here, and then they bend in. This gives you a good bit of height there, but the back wall's flat, and this bit's are flat here. So it's not like coming in towards your head. Like if it was a dome tent, it would just come in immediately as soon as it hit the bottom. It would come up and bend over like this, and you'd lose, you know, that area is gone. But there's a really good design. It creates a lot more room in here. So here we go. There's a bang my head in my light that's now swinging from the roof. So if we look out the back door, that's where the wind's coming from. Now, this one door has got a full zip, and it tucks into the pocket here, which creates a massive opening here, which is really, really good. Now, the unfortunate thing about this tent, it's not a bad thing, but it's just the door to this side it starts here and goes right around to there. It doesn't have a full door to this side, and the other downside is it's a slightly smaller vestibule at this side. You mean you can still get a backpack in there and stuff, but in comparison to the other side, as you can see, I've got pretty much half of a shop here, but that's fair enough. So there's a lot more room, but yeah, that's a cracking little tent. This is where I'm going to be sleeping at night. I took the winter bag. I mean, yeah, it's maybe overkill for this time of year. It's quite warm today, but you know, you can unzip it. You can, as long as you're warm. I hate being cold. This bag's excellent. It's a Rab Ascent 900. There it is on the top there. And I've got my inflatable pillow here, but I've also got this fold away. So it's a foam pillow, but I mean, it just gives you that luxury of comfort top of there. And you need your luxuries when you're out in the wilds. You need to be comfy. You need to be comfy. So, I mean, I've got little things like, well, apart from beer, whiskey, wine, this little table here, you've probably seen them all. They've got the two legs that clip on either side. It's absolutely solid. I mean, but this thing is really, really good. And I know when you're in this areas and stuff, you're putting stuff down, you've got a drink or something, you lay it down, it spills, it's a pain in the backside. So definitely get yourself a little table like this if you're going camping and stuff. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So this is going to be tonight's tea. We've got steak, fillet steak, some asparagus, and that's it. So this is what a human being looks like after he cycles 12 miles, forgets his phone, and cycles back 12 miles, and then cycles back 12 miles here. So it's 36 miles in total. So this is what you end up looking like after 36 miles. Oh.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm going to sleep now, okay?
I think you've earned that beer, look. I think you probably will fall asleep there in your tent. Let's be sat there the whole night.
Oh my god, I tell you, I'm having a long line. That was horrendous, people.
So have you got to say to people that actually forget their phone?
Don't forget your phone.
Ever.
And don't be stupid enough, if you do forget for your phone, to go back for it.
So there you go, world. That's what happens to you. That's what happens to you if you forget your phone and cycle 36 miles instead of 12.
And then I've got to do another 12 tomorrow.
What about the Munros?
You're having a laugh.
Munros?
No Munros. No Munros. We can look at a Munro.
So we're just going to crack on with some cooking now. So, Trangia. This is the 25, which is the bigger of the two. Sorry, the 27 is the smaller one. And we're just going to get this thing unpacked and we'll get going with it. Right. Now, I actually bought this. I had the basic version of it, but I bought the anodized frying pan because I destroyed my first one. So yeah, I've got that. So you get a frying pan. I bought this separate. You can like strain stuff with it as well, strainer, and also uses a chopping board as well. So you've got that. And in here you have a pan handle, which is very, very good when it's on. Now I'll just put this microfleece towel in here because the kettle rattles about everywhere, and when you don't want that when you're kind of biting the thing. So we now have a kettle as well. And we'll take out this. And you've got two bowls. They're a pretty substantial size as well. Some of you can make soups, stews, boiled pasta, whatever. Fantastic. We don't do that tonight. And then you've got your basically your main plate here. So this piece here is the mount for the alcohol burner, and then this sits on top, and this is the thing that holds the pans and the bowls and stuff. So if you want to use a bowl, you put the kettle. Put the clips inside. If you want to make a frying pan, you flip the clips out like this. The frying pan sits on top, like so, like that. So inside the kettle, I mean, let's be honest. When somebody says to you, getting the kettle on, you literally can get the kettle on now. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. This is a business. It's an absolute business. So in here, in another bag to stop rattling noises, we have the alcohol burner here. So you've got this top piece here. The top piece is a simmer ring, which, as you can see, is adjustable like this. So when the burner's going, you can sit that on top and you can close it down. It reduces the flame, reduces the heat. It's heat control. So it's good, works very well. And this is the main body of the burner, which you fill with the fluid here. So this sits on top of that in here like so. So we'll just stick that down there. Now I bought the proper bottle for this for the simple reason is when you're pouring stuff in here, there's a tendency to go everywhere. So this bottle is designed so you unscrew the safety ring on there and then you hold it like this and it doesn't pour out until you push the button down, and then you can just pour like this. And then you screw it down. It looks like a fire extinguisher, which is a bit ironic because this stuff can go up like a flame big time. So now you can just light this. Now the thing with the burner is you probably won't see it, and it's hard to tell when the flame's actually lit sometimes. In colder temperatures, like tonight's not too bad. I don't know if you can see that. That's now lit. So we stick this on and just turn it. You can lift the whole thing up now from here. And yeah, we're good to go. So the time now, we're starting to lose light, and it's 10 o'clock now. The phone makes everything look a bit brighter than it is, but it's still a lot of daylight here. You're probably going to get, on a good fresh night like this, you'll get at least an hour after sunrise, sunset, sorry. So as you can see now that this thing's going, you can see the flame comes off of it. So once it gets going, it's quite a decent heat. And the good thing is, when you're sitting in your tent, you can use it as a wee mini campfire as well. So there we go. So what I'm going to do is, I'll stick that over there. It's not boiled yet, but it will be, because I will be having something to drink soon. We'll flip these out, and we'll get the steaks on, like so. Now, here's the sizzle. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm just going to lose the ring. Here we go. Now we've got full pelt. Oh me. How can you see that steak? Look at you. Look at the flame of this. Once the thing gets going, it is no joke. It is really good. But remember to take this off because the heat transfers through. Some asparagus. Chopping board. There we go. There we go. Well, for tonight, we'll be drinking Malbec. I actually just fancied a little glass of wine, so why not? Cheers. Geldie Lodge. We'll just see. I think we're just about ready to roll here. Oh, we are good. Now, so it's just some basic cooking. I mean, come on, I mean, it's a steak and some asparagus in a pan. But everything tastes better when you're out in the outdoors. And here we are. In fact, I think I'll just put it in the grind. Safer. Magic. How are we getting on? Let's have a look at this steak. Yeah, it's not a bad life, is it? Put the kettle on again. I gave Geldie water the last time, so this one's for me. A little coffee in the go. These things are the bomb, the absolute bomb. How do you see that? I put it under my street light. The Taylor's coffee bags, the hot lava java. Roast level 6, so they're like proper up there. But the man makes so fine a coffee. So. The boil is on. Look at this heat. Oh, oh, oh. So there we go. The kettle is on. Alright. But there's good. We'll just stick that over there. And we will just... you can just sit with a little flare. So, hiking season is back on the go. Fantastic. Let's do this. Right, so we'll set off in the morning now. The time is, hold on, it's 9:47 eventually. So Gav's staying back today because his legs are really sore. He hasn't slept that well because basically his legs are aching through the night, and I don't blame him for that. 32 miles, 36 miles, hard miles. So we've got these two munros today over the back here. There's one over there, and that's one there. The names I'm not going to try and pronounce because I just can't. I have no idea what they're called. So, well, that's what they look like. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's get these munros done because this is the last ones of this area I need to get done. That'll take me, I think I've done 29, so this will take me to 31. And the sun's up, look. The sun's up. Alright, so let's go. Let's do it. If you ever buy gaiters, get a decent pair. Most importantly, when you get gaiters, these have got Velcro in the front, but they've also got a zip. As you can see with this. Now, I bought ones that just had a zip. Sorry, it just had Velcro on them. And try to line them up and get them on is an absolute pain in the backside. So make sure you get the ones with zips. In fact, these are very, very good to go on. This whole area is just bog, bog, bog. Everywhere you look. We've got to try and cut a path up the top of there. So get loaded up again and meet you this first one. Definitely made the right decision not going to that second munro because it would have been way too much. I'd have been home really late and I'd been exhausted. It'd probably taken me about 5 days to recover, so no point in doing that. Right, onwards and downwards. I love going down. Going up sucks. So it's getting up. Right, let's go. Back of the tent. I swear that was the longest path I've ever walked on. Coming back from there. If you're ever thinking to do that munro, it's shit. Okay? There's no other way to describe it. It's just shit. The path's shit, the train's shit. But I'm back now. We're back. We're back at the Geldie. So back at Geldie Lodge. I'm going to take an hour just to recoup some energy because I've got to cycle back out of here with all this kit that I've got to pack up as well. So, but Gav's kindly lent me his. See to summit. I mean, look at the size of this thing. Like I'm lying on it. It's huge. It's huge. Look at the width of this thing. It's massive. This is the comfiest thing I've ever laid on. This is comfier than my own bed at home. And then you get the wee pillow like this. Oh my god! I swear, if it wasn't it for work tomorrow, I'd be staying on our night. Gav would have to go because I wouldn't be giving his bed back because I'd just keep it. But anyway, that's it for this trip. We'll be cycling out soon, and we'll get back to Limelight, and then I'll be at home for my tea, and I think I'll sleep well tonight. I've got an inclination that I'll sleep well tonight. So I only managed one window, but it was miles away. So hey, just do what you can do. Just get out and do something. It's better than nothing. All right, till the next time. From Geldie Lodge, out.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back